Welcome back, everybody, to the 36th edition of the Holiday Jubilee. We are in the final game of our triple header. Red Bank Catholic, the Caseys, taking on the Blue Bishops of Asbury Park, and there's RBC warming up right now.
RBC, again, I think has an opportunity to do a lot of good things in this tournament. They're well coached, well schooled. There's Joe Napo, and I think he'll have his players ready tonight.
Joe has done an excellent job for the Caseys since moving over from Shore Regional a couple of seasons ago. Blue Bishops 1-0 on the season going into tonight's game. And they'll have a new head man on the sidelines. The acting head coach, Jesse Kendall, takes over for Bob Gold. Bob in the hospital with some throat problems, had a minor operation done on his throat, and if he's not home by now, hopefully he'll be watching this ball game, and wishing Coach Jesse Kendall, the head football coach at Asbury, well. Tell you, he's had a lot thrown on him in his rookie season as far as head coaching tenure. Brand new football coach, and now he's at the helm for the Blue Bishops on the basketball court.
Well, he looks very relaxed right now, which I think is the right attitude, and hopefully his team will pick up his composure and do okay tonight. I think it's going to be a pretty good game.
Well, talking to Jesse before the ball game, here he only has to worry about 5 guys at a time. Football, 46, 47 guys running around, a lot more complication. He says basketball's a piece of cake as compared to coaching football. So we'll see how he does tonight. And big game on hand. Winner will advance to the semifinals. Coach Jesse Kendall, see if he can translate some of that aggression, transfer it to the floor. So it should be interesting to see how everything goes as far as this matchup between RBC and Asbury is concerned. Red Bank Catholic, the higher seeded team, to take on the Blue Bishops. Casey's sporting their new look gray uniforms. Yes, that is gray. Good fans on hand here tonight to watch the action. Again, this is the third of 3.
Welcome to Neptune High School in the 36th
So, Holiday Jubilee lineups for the last game will be announced.
The Blue Bishops of Asbury Park versus the Caseys of Red Bank Catholic. Let's meet the starting players and coaches for the Asbury Park Blue Bishops. Number 30, Jamar Warren.
So number 30, Jamar Warren will start. Number 25, Darrell Jones. Number 23, Derek Griggs. Up front, number 32, Curtis Francis. And at center, number 33, Philip Wiley. And Wiley plays all over the floor, inside and out. And there he is, Jesse Kendall, the man calling the plays tonight for the Blue Bishops. Red Bank Catholic starting basically senior lineup. Brendan O'Reilly, number 12 in the backcourt. Number 20, Tom McAllister, three-point ace. Number 23, Bill Avery. And the only junior in the starting lineup, number 44, Adam Brager. And number 31, fresh off the football field, the other big man, Steve Wilbur. And Joe Napo, again, the head coach for the Caseys. The officials are Guy Siniscalco to your left, and to your right, Tom Pegut. So Chuck should be off and rolling, and hopefully we'll have one more good one to cap off the day.
Well, I hope so. Last game, Neptune obviously took control early and really made no game of it after the second quarter.
Talking to Coach Kendall before the game, if he has a problem, the problem he'll have is in the backcourt. They really don't have an established point guard out there. Now again, the Caseys strong in the backcourt with both O'Reilly and McAllister, so look for the Caseys try to take advantage of that early, where Wiley's been the man so far this year for the Bishops, and we'll see how he fares tonight. Their big 6'5" senior center. So again, RBC in gray, the Blue Bishops in their dark black road uniforms.
I think the key right now is how RBC, how patient they are and how selective they are. If they get the shots they want, they're going to be tough to beat tonight.
And Bragger tips it, but it goes right into the hands of the Bishops. And Asbury Park with the basketball. And they waste no time in launching the first shot, and a friendly roll for Jamar Warren, and he knocks it down. Bishops get out in front early, 2-zip.
You're not kidding, friendly roll. Nice read.
Nice read, good quickness by Jones. Jones with the left hand, doesn't get it down.
Too bad.
Rebound by Wilbur, and Casey's are lucky on that one.
Nice drive.
Nice drive by number 20, Tom McAllister. McAllister can light it up from 3.
He played very well last year in the Jubilee.
Derek Griggs with the ball, beats his man baseline. Nice move.
Blocked.
No call, but the Bishops will maintain possession. Could have been a call either way, charge or a block on that. Guy Siniscalco, the official on the baseline, just gives the ball back to the Bishops. They'll inbounds from the baseline. Asbury Park basketball. 32 from the corner, comes up short. That's Curtis Francis, misses the shot.
Nice
and
look.
Brager on the cut. Nice cut by the big guy, Adam Brager. Brager, he logged some time last year as a sophomore in this tournament. Expected to make a big impact for this year's version of the Caseys.
Asbury doing some nice things themselves offensively, getting some nice spacing in and being very patient with the basketball.
Griggs out and top to Weil. Weil going to the baseline. Tough
That's
move.
A sweet move. Oh,
that's a
sweet.
tough move from behind the glass.
One-hand floater, a la George Gervin.
Well, Coach Kendall says he's a very talented senior, and he's the focal point of their offense. O'Reilly. Long 3 from McAllister, and he drills it.
That's where he did last year, too. He was tough along with McGovern, who's since graduated. Nice player.
Darrell Jones almost turned it over. Goes down the lane
boy,
for a
that's
floater. Brager pulls it off the glass. McAllister now. Casey's
Great
in transition. And finishing off for the Caseys, number 23, Bill Avery.
Oh, McAllister with a great feed, though. Right in stride.
Asbury Park trails by 5, 9-4, 5:30 to go, first period.
But they've gotten the shots they've wanted.
Three-pointer comes up short for the Bishops, rebounded and knocked down by number 25, Darrell Jones.
They're very quick with the ball off the dribble. Just haven't hit the shots they wanted at this point, but they're getting them.
Well, one other note, though, their defense looks a tad on the soft side, so they're going to have to
they're going to have to step
closer.
up a little bit.
No good, no box out. Number 23 for the Caseys, rebounding Avery.
Here they are spreading the floor with a nice cut right down the middle. RBC does a nice job of keeping their heads up and finding the open men.
McAllister to inbound. Throws the ball into Brager. Brager is hit going to the glass, and he'll have a pair.
I just don't understand lately the high school games we've seen how many open baskets there are under the basket on the inbounds play. I just don't understand it.
Well, a lot of times when teams line up in a man-to-man defense after the ball goes to the baseline, probably most of the time they should be in zone down there because a lot of times players get caught in a switch and picked off, and as a result, they'll lose their man, and just like that, Brager will be open for the shot. He throws the first free throw.
I mean,
Most
it's
of the time
every game. You know, what's going on here? These guys got to wake up. That's an easy deuce. That's happened, I think, the last 3 or 4 games we've done. At least once a game. Let's see if it continues this way.
Brager misses the second.
Nice rebound, real strong.
Casey's by 4, 10-6. Asbury Park wasting no time, but number 25 for the Bishops, Darrell Jones, called for the travel.
Hey, Jones is quick with the basketball. He went coast to coast on that.
Kendall
Fortunately turned it over.
Kendall wants his team to play a little bit better under control. McAllister brings the ball up for the Caseys. Ball's tipped away. Good quickness by the Bishops. 3-on-1. Let's see if they can finish. And they can't get the first one down. They're fighting hard for the rebound. Number 25 puts it back up. Darrell Jones. Casey's not getting back quick enough, and the Bishops getting that second and third opportunity finally convert. McAllister with the ball, going left, tied up, and Bishops looking for a jump ball, but McAllister not happy with the way he was manhandled on the baseline by Francis. Now let's watch this play. Bishops really beating him down the floor with numbers. All 5 black shirts are down there. 2, 3, 4 opportunities before Jones finishes. And number 25, Darryl Jones, patting McAllister. Tommy on the back there. A little bit of
little fireworks early.
a little fire underneath the basket.
It happens.
Of course, you want your kids to play with emotion, though. McAllister knocks the first one down.
So I think you got two theories right now. RBC is a little bit slower foot, but I think they're a little bit more schooled in the fact to be disciplined and look for their shots off offensive patterns. Obviously, Asbury real quick with the basketball, try to make this a helter-skelter game, and both clubs doing a pretty good job of it.
Wiley, no good, gets his own rebound and can't get that one down either. Bishops get this rebound, but in traffic can't control the basketball, and they lose it. Ball just slipped out of number 32, Curtis Francis' hands.
Here they are, hectic, very helter-skelter right now. Couple plays could have been called. Referees right now letting them play, but may have to put the clamps on them pretty soon.
With the ball, number 32, Josh Brody, just inserted in the ball game. Throws it to McAllister. McAllister down the lane.
Pretty move.
Nice hesitation move down the lane. And McAllister's been the difference so far with 9 points in the first quarter. Asbury a little out of sync offensively. Here's the 3. It's short. Breger with the rebound. No second shot on that time.
So the RBC doing the right thing now, walking it up. That's their game. Get in their offensive patterns and set some nice screens and look for your people.
Brody with the ball. Casey's looking to free up that man, Tom McAllister.
Nice spacing. Beautiful.
Tough shot by Brody that time. Boy, there was nowhere to go.
Oh,
and
boy.
He found a seam between the screen and the baseline.
Nice footwork there on defensively. Beat it to the spot.
And we have a whistle on the baseline and a foul. Derek Griggs hammered going to the baseline.
This is a nice, sweet shot. That's nice.
Say he never saw that one go down. He was blocked out from the supports behind the basket.
See, Asbury's doing a nice job of beating a lot of players off the dribble, but they're getting in a position where they leave their feet. They really can't do anything with the ball. They're a little bit more patient, try to get better angles on their shots. I think they'll be better off.
Number 23, Derek Griggs knocks down his first point.
Asbury certainly has the talent. This Griggs is a nice player, as well as a few other kids on this club.
Brody in control.
Asbury in a straight man.
To Breger. Breger looking for the pass down low. Nobody there. Ball tipped away, but Casey's get it back.
Right here, outside.
And McAllister working hard, going to the glass, draws the foul.
Again, RBC doing a nice job of spacing right now. Can't really get an idea. Here we are in the end zone type look. Nice spacing. You can beat a guy off the dribble, and if someone helps, you can lay it off, which is the right thing to do right now.
Pressure defense applied by the Bishops. Casey's spreading the floor for 3. No good. In traffic. Nice rebound and put back by Mike Wells.
Nice position by Wells underneath. Just fundamental basketball. RBC does a nice job of doing the right things.
And just like we thought, Chuck, refs are tightening it up.
Well, I think they're going to have to really just bring both coaches aside and say, hey, enough's enough. Players are jawing at each other, looking at each other, and somebody's going to get hurt.
Number 35, Chris Mason that time called for the push off underneath. Casey's with their biggest lead, 18-9, 2:09 remaining first period.
Yeah, you want to if Asbury wants to make it a scrap and a dogfight, that's fine, but do it according to the rules. And right now they're losing their composure a little bit.
Brody with the ball to the corner. Long jumper for three, no good by Avery. Asbury getting the rebound, but foul called on the big guy, 44, Adam Breger.
So the RBC should just take the call and just walk down the other court. No reason to talk to the other players.
Derek Griggs with the ball, looking to set it up. Asbury a little flat-footed in their offense, a lot of standing around.
A lot of dribbling.
Way off. That brick by Weil, not even close.
That's a great look underneath.
And Weil comes with the rebound. Bishop's in transition, but Darrell Jones loses the handle, and the Caseys will get it back. So far, though, it's been the discipline. Let's take another look at this.
Missed opportunity there, and
all he had to do, Chuck, was just let it come down. He could have dribbled it again.
Yeah,
when you reach up like that, they're going to call you every time, whether you turn it over or not. Casey's with the basketball. McAllister spins, and almost got the roll on that one. And we again have contact in the paint. Number 31, Steve Wilbur.
Wilbur does a nice job. He's not that big in height, but here's the replay.
McAllister almost got the roll on that, and Wilbur taking up a lot of space. Again, looks a little out of place. You can definitely see he belongs on the football field, but he maintains his position and
a
came away
little
with
Bill
the
Lambier in him, though. Nice position there and nice little soft touch.
But he passes it out that time, but
steps.
Can't walk like that right in front of the official.
And RBC's starting to lose their composure a little bit too, trying to make this a street fight. Just take a step back and do what they do best. And a little sort of pressure here, a little trap.
On the break, Bishops for three, count it. Derek Griggs. Boy, threes will get you back in a hurry.
Asbury in a 2-3 zone, Greg.
Casey's know right where to go, though. They'll be open on the wings. That time, McAllister a little slow on pulling the trigger, but not that time. Back rim, no good. Rebound, Avery to the middle. Loose ball, and whoa.
Nice hustle.
Great hustle that time. And down the lane, friendly roll does not go down for Wells. Bishops with the rebound, 15 seconds to go in the period. Weil with the basketball, he's going all the way. It's up, air ball. Casey's 8 seconds, plenty of time. McAllister, and he's fouled.
Nice dish off the break.
Bishops could have cut it in to at least 5 points or 4. A little out of control as Weil just tossed it up.
Not a great shot by Weil on the other end. And RBC doing the right thing, going right to the hole with 4 seconds left and either getting a layup or the foul.
Joe Merlino, number 33, just reports into the ball game for the Caseys. McAllister's been perfect so far from the free throw line. That's his third in a row.
So McAllister's doing a nice job of going to the basket, either drawing a foul or hitting that little soft jump shot, which he throws up real nice.
Misses that one. We have a whistle. And a push-off is called on one of the Caseys.
I think it was Wilbur underneath with the arm.
RBC foul number 31, Steve Wilbur.
It was.
Team's third.
Fouls on Wilbur, his first, team's third. We're still quite a ways from the bonus. 3 seconds to go.
See, they have no idea how much time there is. Look at this.
That is not the final shot you want.
Here's some action 2 plays ago. RBC doing some nice things, but a little helter-skelter there. Good hustle.
Looked like Wells would get the roll here. He doesn't get it. Bodies all over the place. And here's that not exactly correct time management as Wild just goes to the baseline.
So he didn't have a good angle there either, Greg.
There's nothing wrong with that shot. There's 2 seconds left, but 8 seconds on the shot clock. No good.
He's behind the basket a little bit, though.
Well, that's the quarter. Casey's by 7, 19-12. We'll take a break. See you in a minute. Welcome back, everybody. That's the story right now. The Blue Bishops of Asbury Park trailing the Caseys of Red Bank Catholic 19-12. Caseys with the basketball. Ball's knocked away. Good hands by the Bishops. Bishops nice 3-on-1. Real good look, and Wild finishes nicely. Boy, the big guy really ran the floor well that time.
See, I think Asbury should play zone, though. I think they're better off playing zone than they are man. They're so aggressive on defense, they overplay too much.
Nice kiss off the glass by Josh Brody. That's 4 points for him already off the bench.
It's pretty.
Three-point shot by the Bishops, no good. Nice rebound, but it was rushed that time by Weil. Should have taken his time and went up. Let's take another look at this now. Watch the quick hands.
That's just a nice play. Good basketball. Crowd is certainly in it. We're in the Asbury section right here, and people are on their feet.
Number 25 for the Bishops, Darryl Jones, went down hard, grabbed his hamstring. Tell you, a lot of players have slipped on this floor so far tonight in all 3 games, Chuck.
Well, a lot of players, you know, you'd think they possibly sweep, but I don't know if they have or not in between. I think Asbury should get the ball and just try to take it up strong to the hole. They're very quick with the ball.
Weil on the spin shot, he didn't even look at the basket that time. Really out of control on the baseline. And again, with his quickness and leaping ability, no need for that.
No. I think what they should try to do is try to isolate him on a wing where he can get a better angle and either bank the ball or go to strong to the hole and draw a foul.
Number 23, Bill Avery, reporting back into the ball game for the Caseys, but with that last over-the-back foul, the Bishops are over the limit, and the Caseys will be at the free throw line to shoot a 1-and-1. 6:49 to go in the first half. It's a long time still ahead here with the bonus being on.
See, I really think that Asbury, since RBC hasn't hit their outside shots, really basically because they haven't had to, they've been running their pattern so well, just give them a different look. They seem to be doing a lot better for the few minutes they played it.
Take a look at the concentration level of the player, Joe Merlino. He just follows it right down. Didn't get the second, although he did convert the first. 8-point lead for the Caseys. Asbury Park looking to cut that lead down. Again, a lot of standing around by the Bishops on offense.
Yeah, they're just moving, but they're
really makes it easy to defend.
See, that's a shot you encourage to take.
And he did, and he missed it. That was Jamar Warren, and Warren not even close. Casey's down low, and count the bucket. Could have been a foul with it also.
See, Asbury, I think, close to timeout right around now. Letting the game get out a little bit away from right now.
Big position this time for the Bishops. They need something this time.
See, everything's off the dribble, though. You know, no passing at all. Oh, boy.
Count it, though. Count it. Yes, sir. Jamar Warren converts that. And Asbury still hangs around a little bit.
RBC's beating the pressure, so they're doing a nice job on the man, so why not go to a zone?
Traveling violation. That will not count. Let's take a look at this now. The Bishops.
Good luck. I mean, it went in, but you're not going to win that way.
Asbury Park get a tad out of control. Number 32 for the Caseys, Josh Brody, reporting back in the ball game. And Casey's triple team that time down low on Warren. Again, Casey's excellent read on the defense, going right through the basketball, and the Bishops too slow in getting there.
Look.
And beautiful look to Brager that time.
See, I just don't think Asbury can stay with RBC in a man. I just don't see it right now.
Well, Coach Kendall has not liked what he's seen, so he's going to take a timeout right here. Again, Chuck, if the Bishops do drop back into a zone, the player that they're going to have to watch is number 20, Tom McAllister. Let's take another look at this play.
Here's the last sequence down here. McAllister always keeping his head up. Looks, he's always looking. Now he beats the guy off the dribble with a nice dish, weak side. That's just nice play.
Asbury Park right now is not playing good man-to-man defense. Again, on offense, they're doing a lot of standing around, and on defense, again, they're overplaying to the ball. No weak side help, and it's a happy bunch of cheerleaders right now.
Well, if you remember the last game we did, Neptune beat everybody with their feet. When you play good defense, you move your legs and you move your feet. Asbury's not doing that. They're swiping, they'll make their blocks, but they're not beating people to the spot. And that's the difference right now. RBC is, and they're giving weak side help, and Asbury is not. That's why I think a zone right now is the best thing for Asbury to do defensively. Kind of pack it in and see what RBC can offer from the outside. Whether they'll do that or not, I don't know.
And Bishop's having problem inbounding the balls, almost knocked away, and the coach starting to sweat a little bit. The jacket is off. And there he is, Jesse Kendall, acting head coach tonight for the Asbury Park Blue Bishops. Coach Bob Gould is not with him tonight due to a little throat problem he has, minor operation, and it's not fully recovered.
See, that's got to kill you if you're a coach, because they were retreating on the play, and he really couldn't do anything on that for the Asbury player. You don't want to foul a guy that far out from the hole.
Bishops, though, have not looked good in their set offense. Driving hard to the hole, and no good was number 23, Derek Griggs.
See, that's where I think Griggs should do it, or Wiley up on the point, because they can go either way. They'll have a better angle, and also they can distribute the ball better.
See, let's take a look at this again now. See, Griggs just leaves him that time. I tell you, I like to see that bucket count because he was on his way to the glass. Don't see why they don't have continuation here. Air ball, no good. Here come the Caseys. They've looked good when they've run. There's McAllister. Can't get it down. Bishops with the rebound, coming up the floor, back. Jamar Warren is looking down low, nowhere to go. And good hustle that time by Derek Griggs, but can't find the handle. Casey's get it back, and get it back with a 10-point lead.
See, look, everyone on Asbury, you couldn't see that, has their back turned while they're bringing the ball up for defensively. It's just, they're not aware of where the ball is right now. Look at this.
McAllister for three, doesn't get it down. Here come the Bishops, and it's Weil. Whoa! Around the back, jack.
That's a hell of a move. It's just, again, you have to be more consistent on both ends of the floor. See if that'll pick them up defensively.
Well, again, the Bishops have looked good when they've played good defense. The problem is they haven't played it that much. And Weil looking for the block that time. Let's take another look at this.
Look at this. Oh, boy.
Right off the playground.
That's a very talented player. And obviously, you got to harness that talent and use it in the best way possible. I don't think they've done that right as of yet.
Well, again, Weil plays the center position for the Bishops, but their guards really haven't been able to get him the ball, or they haven't run the right sets to get him the ball. And he's had to come out further and further to get it. And Brager knocks the first one down.
Let's get Brager's a very silent player, but very dangerous player. He's got 8 points. Does a nice job of positioning himself on both ends of the floor. And he's the kind of player you love to have on a club. Sets some nice screens. Real good player.
Casey so far with a very solid performance as Brager knocks the second one down. Back to a 10-point lead, 28-18. 3:45 to go in the first half.
See, Napa can taste it. He knows these guys are faltering. Look at this. Great pressure, good call. Oh, too bad.
Good defense that time, just in time to surprise the Bishops.
I mean, you can see it, Greg. They can taste it right now. They know Asbury's a little disorganized right now, and they're going to try to knock him out right here. Look at this. If he looks up, he's got him. There it is. Oh, too bad.
Griggs that time going hard to defend, knocks it away. Was on the pass, but let's take another look at this.
Here he is. Good read in the passing lane. Keeps his head up and gets pummeled. Draws the foul.
Should be a 1-and-1 opportunity. Coach Kendall substituting again, re-entering the game for the Bishops. Number 25, Darrell Jones. Avery, no problem knocking the first one down.
I'll tell you, the one positive thing you can say about Asbury right now is they haven't played that well, and they're only down 11. So obviously they're in striking distance.
Number 31, Steve Wilbur, reports back into the game for the Caseys as Avery dips and swishes that home. Caseys out to their biggest lead of the day, 12 points, 30-18.
They are in a full court trap. Asbury doing, in my opinion, the right thing. Take a step back, and he just took a bad shot again here.
Foul in the paint, 42 for the Blue Bishops. Rashawn Ricks got up nicely for that rebound without fouling and was pushed from underneath by number 55, Mike Wells.
There you see a coach that's trying to find the right pieces right now. Coach Kendall.
Bishops with the ball on the baseline now. Weil, their best offensive players, taking it in bounds.
See, they don't look for him. He came right back in. He's out on the wing here now. That's a nice look each side.
And the Bishops doing a good job that time offensively, drawing the foul. Number 30 for the Bishops, Jamar Warrant, the recipient of the pass.
Here's the play.
Now look how open he is down low, Weil.
They don't even, but you know what? The player on Asbury doesn't position himself either underneath. Ricks doesn't put his hand up on the box and say, hey, give me the ball. I don't get it. Yell for that ball when you got the kid pinned on the box.
Warren gets the friendly roll on that one. And Asbury Park, as I guess lousy as they've played so far, are still hanging around, trailing only by 11 as Warren misses the second.
They haven't lacked effort. They've hustled all the way and they've played very hard. It's just their execution has been poor right now. They're picking it up a little bit defensively, but see, no help there.
Oh, excellent play that time by the Caseys as number 32, Brody, found Steve Wilbur on the baseline.
But as quick as feet as these young Asbury players are, you don't let a kid go baseline. Nice shot.
And Philip Weil stepping out away and bangs down the three. Lead cut to 10. Bishops with a little pressure. Casey's no problem breaking it.
Nice spacing on RBC's part. Look at this. That's just nice basketball.
And Mike Wells, one of the Casey's twin tanks, him and Wilbur, take up a lot of space underneath, and they just clear out bodies.
But they do a nice job, Greg, of following the basketball, which is, again, a very positive note if you're an RBC fan.
Long jumper, back rim, no good that time by Weil. And there he is again, 55, tough. Mike Wells. Casey's on the break.
Oh, that's sweet. That's a nice move.
And nice finish by Brendan O'Reilly.
Nice finish is right. The ball never hit the floor, Greg, as they went up the court.
No second shots for the Bishops. And Casey's beat him down the floor for another two.
So I think Asbury should flash a guy to the post, they'll have him.
No good on the three-point shot. Darrell Jones.
RBC, oh!
And that's going to be a goaltend.
Nice touch pass.
Give the bucket to Steve Wilbur. Let's watch the break here.
Look at this, never touches the floor. And O'Reilly with a sweet shot high off the glass. Again, these guys, they don't jump that high for RBC, but they're playing real smart basketball, obviously well coached, and just playing, I feel, a real nice game right now. They're in a 2-3 zone defensively. So I think Asbury should flash a guy to the post, give him better passing lane here. Everything's on the perimeter. Look at this.
But again, the motion is stagnant on the Bishop's end.
But look, the middle's wide open. They're not going there. Look at it. Look, there's nobody there. Flash to the post.
Bishop's second shot that time. Follow and count the basket. Jamar Warren doing a fine job following it home.
Absolutely, doing a nice job of trying to climb the glass and hit, hopefully for a three-pointer if you're Asbury. Their efforts have been very, very strong. It's just, I just think they could play a little bit smarter right now.
Well, again, Coach Joe Napo doing a fine job changing defenses, changing the tempo. He's playing the full court press. He's going to a half-court trap, playing his own a little bit man-to-man. So again,
see now Asbury's pressuring now. That's a smart play. That's a smart play. Very nice. Very nice. See, that's what they have to do. You can't remain stagnant. Change your flow, change your defenses, and that's just beautiful. Look at this. They get caught in a trap. Everybody's asleep. Reads the passing lane, and
Jamar Warren knocks it home. So Warren, who just made the three-point play, comes up big with the steal. And just like that, when the Caseys look to be about to blow the Bishops away, Asbury rallies with 5 quick points, and it's an 11-point game just like that.
Again, RBC has played, I think, an excellent first half, and yet they're only ahead 11, and with Asbury shooting a free throw right here. So Asbury is in striking distance. And I think it's a good timeout for both clubs right now to regroup.
And there's a little fan. Hope he had a great Christmas holiday. And here's another one that's getting a few Z's.
He's got the right idea, I think.
Yeah, definitely. And probably a few short years before he or she will be out here playing.
And we'll be sleeping.
So the Caseys, good effort so far in the first half. 38-27, 45 seconds to go. But they just continue to let Asbury Park hang around. Just one quick momentary lapse. And the Bishops, in just a little over one possession, he hits this free throw, 6 points.
6 points in a very short span of time. To their credit, Asbury has not given up, and let's see what happens here.
Be interesting to see if the Bishops convert if they stay with the press. They missed the shot. And the referee, Guy Siniscalco, giving the Bishops the ball. Now, there's no force out. I think he just didn't call the foul and gave it to the Bishops.
Look at this.
And good hands showing that time by Bill Avery, coming up with the steal and throwing it off the fallen Asbury player.
And Asbury back into pressure again. RBC beats it, but now they're in the corner. 30 seconds left. You probably would think they'll go for one shot here, unless a good one really comes up.
Avery with the ball, wide open, goes baseline. Doesn't get it, but there's Bragger again. Bishops come away plenty of time. Oh, nice inadvertent pass.
Oh boy,
and McAllister
that's a backbreaker if you're Asbury. Nice play by McAllister.
Still 5 seconds, plenty of time for a shot. The tip would have counted, but it didn't go, and key turnover right before the half, and the Caseys back to the 13-point lead.
Here's RBC trying to set up for one. Spreading the floor real nice. And watch him turn a corner right here. I mean, there's nobody here. Look at it. Turns the corner, beats him, misses the layup, but RBC, to their credit, just keeps pounding the boards.
Now here's the weak pass. Weil was open, but very poor pass, and McAllister just finishes with that drive. So
nice
they could have cut it to 9. turnover. It's back to 13. So we're going to take a break, and we'll be back for the end of our triple header right after this. Welcome back, everybody. We are here in the third of three. We've had a great night of high school basketball from Neptune High School in the 36th annual Holiday Jubilee. At the half, it's the Caseys of Red Bank Catholic leading the Bishops of Asbury Park 40-27. Caseys have been led early by number 20, Tom McAllister. Got the Caseys off Joe Napo's Caseys with 10 early points in the first quarter, and he has to be happy at halftime.
Well, I think he has to be happy because he's getting the shots he wants. They played some nice defense. They've changed a few things in and out of the first and second quarter. So I think overall he should be happy.
On the other hand, Jesse Kendall, he really needed to make some halftime adjustments. Needs a little bit more movement on offense and a little bit more aggressiveness on defense.
Well, they had their moments where, and here's the scoring for both clubs. McAllister doing a nice job, as is Bragger, and you know it's 4 with 4. And I think that's important. The distribution was well spread on RBC, and Asbury not quite as fluid. Warren and Wiley did a nice job. But
yes, Warren and Wiley each with 10 and 9, but only 4 members of the Blue Bishops got on the score sheet, where all 8 players from the Caseys have scored. So everybody's gotten into the offensive flow a little bit, makes it a little bit more difficult to defend. When you know a team's got 1 or 2 offensive thrusts, you can really do things to stop them, but when you have 4 or 5 guys that could score at any moment on the floor, really makes it tough to match up defensively.
Well, I think Asbury right now has to concentrate right on getting good shots and playing much better defense. That's the most important thing, getting a good shot every time down the floor, not forcing anything.
Skip pass almost goes over the top. Bishops with the ball. They really needed 2 here, trailing by 13. Wasting no time. Griggs pulls up, but falls short. Brendan O'Reilly at the point for the Caseys, over to McAllister.
Asbury still in a man. See, they should pressure. McAllister shouldn't have that much time to see what he has out there. Pressure the ball, disrupt him a little bit.
It's really easy to run your offense when you can start it in closer to the basket.
That's much better defense. Give and go there, though. Look at that, that's beautiful.
Nice 3 passes by the Caseys, and Bragger finishes it off.
You know, give and go, follow through with the basketball. Just nice basketball on RBC's part. See what Asbury can do right here.
Asbury again skipping over the top, but nowhere near the basket. There's a fairly wild shot on the run, thrown up by Jones. Doesn't get it done. And both teams have relatively picked up where they left off at the end of the half. Nice cut to the middle by the big guy, Mike Wells.
Look at fouls a shot.
And blocked away, and I don't know if the ref wanted to blow that whistle or not. Not a very definitive toot, but nonetheless the foul called on number 32
now here
for
they
the
are
Bishops.
Now, watch him flash to the middle. There's nobody in the middle. Look at it. There it is. That's it. It's a good basketball. Always finding the seam and following it up, getting banged on the body.
Foul called on Francis, Curtis Francis, got him with the body, no doubt. And Mike Wells, the 6'4" senior, will be at the free throw line to attempt his first free throw of the evening. High bounce off the back rim and doesn't get the roll.
Tell you though, Wells has done a nice job along with Wilbur of doing real good solid positioning work underneath the basket.
Well, you have Wells at 6'4", a good 230. Dips in and out.
Look at this.
But there's Bragger with the rebound, very aggressive, and knocks it home.
I really like this Bragger. He does a lot of good things during the flow of the game without disrupting the rest of his team. Getting nice shots here.
Air ball tossed up by the Bishops. And here come the Caseys. Caseys now up by 17. Nice good look to Bragger. He's hit and no good. Foul before the shot. Tell you, tough to hit those baskets when they hang all over you.
He called it before the shot. I thought he got fouled and count the basket. Let's see.
Yeah, I'd like to see the continuation in effect there as Bragger was hit going up to the basket.
I guess he called it on the floor before he went up, but Bragger, again, not a fleet-footed jumper there. I would have gave him the hoop.
Yeah, but he's a wide
Look at
body.
this, underneath again.
I can't believe they missed him.
Why do these guys get open on an outbound pass? I don't get it.
McAllister misses. Bishops come away with the rebound.
Bragger should tell somebody he was open by 10 feet.
And Griggs gets it rejected. Bragger with the block. And Casey's having it all their own way here at the start of the second half. Ball's knocked away, though. Here come the Bishops. Again, not looking very good in transition either. Nice screen that time. Herky-jerky move. No bucket, but the follow is good. Jamar Warren. Well, in the Asbury defense, they only have one returning starter from last year. Driving hard to the basket.
Real well. Dish.
And Steve Wilbur. Wilbur shoots and ices the first. And Tuchel was glad to have him back because him, Bragger, and
they all got nice touches. Actually, a big.
And there's Wiley.
It's where Wiley should take that shot where he bank it in.
Right back into the hands. No good. Back to the Bishops. The basketball. Nice
shot.
Good no call. That knocked it. Way good recovery getting back, and number 30, Jamar Warren knocked the ball off one of the Caseys, and Coach Kendall exhorting his troops, and Joe Napa wants to talk it over right now.
I think it's a good timeout by RBC. Right now you're playing, again, you have to stay with what got you there. RBC's game is execution and patience. And they're starting to get a little helter-skelter, so I think it's a good timeout by Napo to bring them aside and say, hey, let's go back to what we do best, not play their game.
Part of the large contingent on hand here tonight at Neptune High School. Again, the finals will be here tomorrow night, 6 p.m. with the consolation at 4. Tomorrow being Monday, so come on out and check it out. Should be a great game, and if you can't get here, follow it here on TV 34 on Tuesday evening at 7 p.m. We'll have them both, consolation and the final. And that's the story here. Red Bank Catholic leads the Bishops 46-35. Chuck, if you're Coach Jesse Kendall, wouldn't you at this time wouldn't you like to increase the tempo of this ball game? Maybe gamble a little bit, press, and hopefully get the Cases caught up in a little transition to get back in the ball game?
Well, I don't even think you have to gamble, Greg. I think you have to change the tempo, which I think they're trying to do, in the fact that increase the pressure, go to some pressure defensively, and just be a little more patient on offense, and I think you'll get what you want. And certainly don't get caught on the traps.
Nice job by the Bishops breaking the press that time.
That's beautiful basketball. They flashed the guy to the middle, split the zone, and found the guy on the corner. That's good basketball.
But the Casey's right through it, and nice look that time by number 32, Josh Brody, but good hustle by Wiley getting back, knocking it out of bounds, and Coach Napo telling him slow it down, get it set, let's get back in our offensive pattern.
That's the first time they defended that inbounds pass.
Well, that's because there was a lot of holding going on in there that time.
Yeah, but even so.
Oh, nice rejection
nice
that
block.
time. Got that on the way down, Chuck.
Asbury's out hustling RBC right now, Greg. Great play.
Excellent hustle that time by the Bishops, and I can't believe number 25, Darryl Jones, stayed in bounds. Let's watch the end of this play. On a and
there he is pushing him.
Yes, pushed from behind. And right now, Bishops have cut that 13-point halftime lead to 9. A Trey here will cut it to 6, and they'll be right back in it.
But what's got them there has been they've been out hustling them to the basketball and playing much better defense.
Asbury now forced to run a set play.
So they're letting him hold him, hand check him like that. Very surprised.
Bishops not looking good when they set up. Long jumper, no good by Wiley. Couldn't get it down. Casey's on the break.
That's a walk.
Tell you, those big bodies take up a lot of space, and they get extra shots for you.
There's a lot of pushing under.
Tell you,
they're letting them really play right now.
Bishops again a chance to cut it to 6 or 7. Long two, bank it, and good. And that was number 30, Jamar Warren. So it's been Warren and Wiley leading the charge for the Bishops. Knocked away, and Wiley wants it off his head, but the official guy, Siniscalco, doesn't have it that way.
Now, they made the right call there. I just think RBC should take a step back and look at what they have right now. They're getting into a running game with Asbury, which is certainly not what you want to do right now. Asbury now playing a zone, a 2-3, which I thought they should have played a long time ago.
But again, it's not very active, and there's a lot of open spots, and Wiley hustling back, tips it out of bounds. Good job by Jesse Kendall attempting to make adjustments to keep his team in the game, and he's done a good job.
Yeah, and look now, see, there's that inbounds again.
Nobody picks up McAllister, but he can't get it down. Now, Chuck, just like you said, make him shoot the outside shot and beat you with it. And all the way to the glass is Darryl Jones, and it's good.
Post. I don't believe this. Look at this.
Bishops by 5, 4-on-1. Oh, he traveled. And the tempo has changed.
Yep, and give Coach Kendall a lot of credit. He came out at halftime and made this a street fight. Look at this.
Coast to coast.
No help, no charge. That's got to bother. Oh, that's an offensive foul. That's an excellent call.
Only Bobby Knight's players get away with that back screen when you move a little bit. Wiley called for it.
I don't think that was necessary at all.
Well, again, Chuck, it depends on the program.
Yeah.
Again, Indiana's been getting away with that for years.
Yeah. And if they don't get their way, they throw a chair on the court, right?
Whatever. But yeah, moving screen that time. Fouls on Wiley. He'll have to sit a few minutes, and Bishops will have to tough it out for the last minute and 20 of the third quarter, but they're within 5. And Casey's are going to have to get back to basics.
See, they got to create something, though. McAllister's got to come back out, I think. That's a nice pass.
Good look to Bragger that time. Very patient, very methodical. Casey play worked excellent, and Bragger's got all 3 Casey field goals in the quarter.
So I wouldn't gamble right now. I would make them beat me in front. I would keep these guys in front of me.
But the gamble does pay off with the break, and McAllister on the run.
Goaltending.
But it will not count his own
That's a
player
great call.
Jay, I'd like to see this one again.
Here they are. I thought they should have kept people in front of them. And you can't really see the thing, but they throw a nice pass. McAllister does a great job, and unfortunately, RBC's in the cylinder.
Yeah, that was number 23, Bill Avery, with the illegal tip. Bishops for 3, over the glass, no good. So 37 seconds to go in the third quarter, and it's been a good one as the Bishops sliced that one-time 16-point lead to 5.
See what they're doing, Greg? They're in pressure again. They're making it a street fight. That's just what they want. See, they should slow the ball down and get a good shot this last 25 seconds.
Well, I'm sure Coach Napa will have him holding for one or a layup, whatever comes first. And Asbury back in the zone. Casey's looking to pull him out of it.
So I would bring McAllister back out, give him a little help.
O'Reilly has the ball knocked away, but with 10 seconds remaining, it'll stay in the Casey's possession. I wouldn't be surprised to see them look to McAllister for a 3 to end this quarter. There he is.
That's what they're doing. That's a good call.
McAllister going hard to the baseline. Knocked to the ground. Fouls on 42, Rashawn Ricks.
Let's see if they get anything off the inbounds. There's 3 seconds left. Well, I'll tell you.
I don't know how that wasn't a foul.
O'Reilly got
he got it clean first, but he went right to the seat of his pants with the help of an Asbury shove.
Look at this. He's got an open shot.
And that would have counted. I'll tell you, where was the defense on that? Nonetheless, though, give the Bishops credit.
Yeah,
they're back
7.
in it. It's 48-41. That man right there, Coach Jesse Kendall's got his team back in it.
He's got him right where he wants him. All focused and ready to take on the fourth quarter.
Well, on that note, we'll take a break, and we'll be back for the final quarter of tonight's triple header right after this. And we're back for what could prove to be an exciting fourth quarter. Opening round action at the Holiday Jubilee. Casey's with the ball and the lead, leading by 7, 48-41.
RBC doing a nice job, though, of finding the interior people for better passing angles. That's a beautiful move. Missed the shot, but... Oh, boy, that's...
Huge bucket that time by McAllister.
Big bucket, a tough one, too.
McAllister, who started strong with 10 in the first period. Let's take another look at this. Good fight now. He goes and it's knocked away, but
gets hit.
He plays hard, comes back, yes, and knocks it down.
That's a nice shot. McAllister has no problem joining with the fans here in Asbury. I think it pumps him up more.
Or the Asbury fans here in Neptune. But he's playing hard. Again, that's his 15th point of the day.
See, now Napo's doing something I think very smart, too. He's going to some traps for himself for a full court. Not necessarily for a steal, but just to disrupt Asbury's momentum and flow of the game. Look at this.
And Wiley finishes off the break. The press backfired that time. Easy uncontested layup. But McAllister in and out of all the Bishop defender.
Off the dribble.
Tell you, nobody picked him up at all. And huge move to the hoop by Darryl Jones.
Pretty. Lefty off the wrong foot. Look at this. Nice. Oh, boy. Oh!
Crowd looking for a goaltend, and Wiley for 3 doesn't get it.
I tell you, if Riley hit that one, we would have had a duck over here. place people are going crazy.
I'll tell you, the Bishops playing exciting basketball, not quitting. Could have walked out of here easily, trailed by 17.
That hurt.
And unforced error gives the ball right back. Let's take a look at this action.
That's just a pretty shot.
McAllister with a nice little J.
Asbury with six and a half to go. I think it's in pretty good shape. They get a bucket right here and get their pressure.
Boy, how big was that last three if it would have went down for Wiley? And that shot a fade away. Didn't go.
Nice rebound. Setting up RBC, trying to get that patient.
There's McAllister, spots up for three. He's short. And huge rebound that time by Wiley.
Wiley playing a much more controlled game.
Excuse me, that was Francis with that last rebound. There's Wiley now.
But everybody's much more under control at Asbury.
Curtis Francis in traffic. He's going to be called for a travel.
Here they are. That's just a great move on the right side of the court, going with a scoop shot underneath lefty. That's pretty.
Yeah, that was a big bucket that time for the Bishops. The Bishops trail only by 8. Had another opportunity to cut it down, but a traveling violation took away their opportunity.
Well, I think if you're Asbury, you have to be happy with two things. One is the way the kids are playing. They're very aggressive. They're much more assertive on the defensive floor. And offensively, they're getting the shots that they wanted to get the first 2.5 quarters. So I think from the positive side, they're doing the things they want to do. Just certain shots haven't fell for them right now.
Well, the Caseys came out early, scored 40 points in the first half, 19 in the first period, 21 in the second period, and since then have scored but 8 points in the third and 5 here in the fourth. So the Bishops' defense has tightened it up, and as a result, off a couple of turnovers, they've got back into the flow offensively. So it's winnable. They're going to have to maintain that defensive intensity for the rest of the way here.
I think if you're Napa, you got to say one thing. Get good shots. Don't take these long shots right now unless you're 10 or 12 feet open from the basket right now. We don't need three-pointers right now. We need layups or little jump shots 8 to 10 feet away.
Well, in RBC's defense, first half, all 8 players got in the scoring column, and again, almost a turnover. It's only been 2 guys, Bragger and McAllister, have hit from the field here in the second half. Almost like a repeat of the first half for the Bishops.
And I think they're going to have to give O'Reilly a hand up on the point here because they're trying to double team him up on the point.
McAllister looking for a seam, back to O'Reilly. And McAllister, he's looking for another
He's thinking
seam.
about
yes,
it.
he is.
That's a good move.
Excellent rebound by number 55, Wells, but looking to score, called for the travel. Now McAllister almost gets this excellent move. Yeah, he
Extra
definitely.
pump. That extra pump cost him the walk there.
Straight up, big guys, straight up. And that floater is not even close, but in traffic, good hustle and a foul. Curtis Francis, hanging tough, gets an offensive rebound, and he'll have a chance to hit 2 and cut it to 6. Let's watch this.
Now watch Francis. I'm impressed with him because he explodes straight up, but he's always under control. A lot of the Asbury players are a little erratic, but Francis has kept his composure almost the whole night, which is very good.
Not a good box-out job that time by the Caseys. 2 big guys. Both Wilbur and Wells underneath. Let's watch the concentration on Curtis Francis' face. Check them eyes out. Wants to follow it home. And
He does.
he sure does. Lead cut to 6, 53-47. Full court presses on.
I'll tell you, that's a dangerous pass underneath your opponent's basket.
Yeah, you don't want to throw the ball back there because it could be a quick 2 in your face.
And if I'm Napa, I got to be telling my players to do that.
Avery inbounds, he cannot run the baseline. And here comes O'Reilly.
Oh, double dribble.
He was caught. didn't know to pass it or shoot it or keep it and called for a double dribble. Bishop's pressure paying off.
Asbury doing some nice things in the second half, to their credit. Wiley posting up. Nice position.
It looked like he was hit, no call. And here they come.
I thought he got fouled. Look at this move. He got hit too.
Almost tipped in. Here come the Bishops. 3, 4 on 2 in transition.
Oh boy, look at this.
Whoa.
It's a double.
Double dribble call. Darrell Jones, almost another one of those knifing layups with the left hand. Let's take a look at this now. A lot of contact, no calls. Let's watch this. Wiley gets it. He's definitely hit no call. But they didn't call it on the other end either. And here come the Caseys.
Oh boy, look at this.
Huge pull-up that time
goodness.
By Josh Brody.
That's one of those shots you say, don't do it, and it goes in. Great shot.
No. Yo, it went right down.
Oh boy, big shot.
Bishops need to answer.
Close to an illegal pick. He wasn't set.
Again, offense is slowed down. It's all one-on-one right now. Ball banked up and in. Curtis Francis. 6-point lead, 55-49 RBC. 3:40 to go in the ball game.
Just hold it there. That's what I would do. McAllister, the senior, does a nice job of doing that.
McAllister.
That's a big,
and it's 3.
You gotta have ice in your veins to do that.
Well, he hasn't been shy all evening.
Nice shot, but boy.
Asbury again will have to answer. Nice look. Oh, he missed the layup. And that's got to hurt.
There. Very rough out there.
Shot they wanted. They couldn't get it down.
See, Brody has to watch it on RBC right now. He got pushed. The referee didn't call, and he's complaining to him, and that's not going to help him right now.
Just got to get physical here at crunch time.
Everybody's getting walloped, so you might as well just take it on the chin. Look at this again.
McAllister from 3 didn't get it. Wells battling, gets it.
Wells got a nice follow. Got away with a push though.
And Coach Kendall was going to take a timeout right now to get his team together for one final push. This was the play, though.
Wow, that's a tough miss.
Derek Briggs just couldn't get it done. Wide open. Matter of fact, 2 open.
Yeah, he's hit those shots all night, and probably the easiest one he had, and he missed.
Well, Coach Kendall having to set up, get his team mentally prepared for the last 2:45 of the ball game. Both teams seemingly a little bit tired now, and you know, at this point in the game, it's almost like a battle of duration. Who's in the best physical shape might win, and it's going to be interesting to see how this ball game comes down to it and how it ends. Here we are at the table. It's been a long day. Chuck Lorenzo, last 2 games working color. Paul Herman here before you. We've had a couple of good games. The first game with St. Rose, a real barn burner. And again, Asbury Park, you know, refusing to die in this ball game, and Neptune with a blowout over Long Branch in the middle game.
Well, I think it's been a good day of basketball if you're interested in high school basketball. And this game has been, I think, a very exciting game and a roller coaster. A lot of clubs going up and down. RBC had their moments, and Asbury has right now.
Well, you got to give credit to RBC also. Asbury put a lot of pressure on them, got back in it. Again, the Caseys haven't folded either, so neither team wanting to go away in this ball game, trying to advance to the next round of the Holiday Jubilee.
See, I think Asbury should take the ball to the hole, try to draw a foul, stop the clock, and see if you can create something off the dribble, which they're very good at doing.
RBC extending their defense, not giving the Bishops many angles, almost throwing the ball away are the Bishops. And to the glass, no good, no rebound, and there's a foul on the floor. And Chuck, just like you said, go to the glass, draw the foul. That's exactly what the Bishops did.
Well, and you stop the clock. If you can hit these free throws, you get a little bit closer and you can set up your pressure. And if you don't have the shot, you can create some easy dish, hopefully. They didn't call it in the act of shooting, so
Bishops for three, no roll, battling hard. Ball's knocked out of bounds. It'll go to the Caseys, and that could be a definitive edge right now for the Caseys.
Well, Asbury may lose this game, but not from lack of effort. Look at this. Constantly trying to do something. Unfortunately, goes out for him.
Back to the action. Casey's
boy.
knocked and stolen. And fouled on the run is number 23, Derek Griggs. We're under 2 minutes to play, a minute 55 to go in the ball game. Casey's a nice 11-point lead, 60-49.
Okay, Wells goes out, and he played, I thought, a pretty good game. He just did a lot of little things to help his club win.
And Coach Napo electing to go with an extra shooter in the ball game right now, three-guard offense. And there's a long one, it won't go down.
See, and RBC's in his zone now, so they're making him beating him over the top, which is a smart move. That's just a tough shot. If you're going to hit that,
Darryl Jones again.
You're in trouble. It's a nice shot by Darryl Jones.
McAllister with the ball.
Oh, boy.
And he's hammered going to the glass. Minute 30 to go, so probably the best idea for Asbury if they don't come up with the quick steals to put the Caseys on the free throw line, but in a 1-and-1 situation.
Yeah, and McAllister always keeps his head up.
St. Rose coach Dennis Devaney enjoying the action, and he'll sleep easy tonight, knowing his Purple Roses got out of here with a game maybe they shouldn't have.
Well, they played very well, and right now I believe they're 3-0, so they're playing good basketball, and they're looking to even improve on that.
So McAllister knocks down the first. Big fourth quarter for the senior guard, and he gets that one home too.
Okay, McAllister has 22 points, but
he 22, 10 in the first and 10 in the fourth. That's just what you like to have. Get your team off to a quick start and doing it.
Well, the other thing that I'm more impressed with McAllister, not just the 22 points, which he's done very well during the course of the game, and I think really shown a lot of senior leadership out there. And I guess they had lost last year in this Jubilee, the first round, and the tough one, so I think they remembered that and tried to improve on it this year.
There's a new dad, Kevin Smith. Baby daughter, Darcy. Had a great Christmas. Born on December 13th. And yes, it was a Friday.
Friday the 13th.
Asbury Park with, I guess, an unmentionable turnover right there. That's not one you want to see. Called for an over-the-end line violation. Casey's here should run some clock. Get this game wrapped up.
See, now they shouldn't run away from the basketball right now. McAllister never does. Look at that.
And
nice
McAllister
dish
finishing
by Brody.
strong. And Brody and McAllister, nice little two-man game.
Real headed
13-point lead, minute and 15 to go.
Look at this McAllister. He's like a magnet tonight. He's around everything. Bad play there, though.
Got a little cute with the round the back, but good hustle by the Caseys and the Bishops. No one quitting. Hey, get that potato. And Bishops trying to finish strong. Tipped by Wiley. It will count. And Asbury Park wasting no time. Let's watch this one again. Tell you, even though it's a 13-point lead at the time, nobody quits.
Now everybody's hustling, playing real hard, and both teams should be proud of the efforts they put forth today. Asbury, to their credit, boy, they keep following, hammering the glass. Get a nice deuce there.
McAllister bricks the first one, won't get a second. Bishop's trailing by 11. They need a couple of threes. And good defense by the Caseys, knocking the ball away. Just about wrap it up, Chuck.
Well, I think that's the swan song right there. Again, both clubs playing very hard, and to their credit to both schools, they've done a nice job representing themselves in this game today. I think it's going to be a very interesting semi, and 4 very good clubs, well coached, and I just think it's very interesting. I think it's the most wide open tournament I've seen in quite some time.
Well, we haven't seen Lakewood, but you will see all 4 of these teams, 2 in the consolation and 2 in the final, live if you come here Monday night at 6 p.m. for the Final Four for the consolation. And if you can't be here, then catch it on TV 34 Tuesday night, 7 p.m. We'll have both rounds for you, so you get to see some of the better talent at the shore this year. As Josh Brody knocks it down. And with 28 seconds to go, it's just elementary. They'll run the clock down here as Coach Napo with the substitution. Bishops for 3, and that's a long one. It won't go for Griggs. Bishops again pressing to the end. McAllister,
nice feed.
There's the dish. It's up, no good.
Oh, boy.
And there's a slam by the little guy, Darrell Jones. And that is the end of the ball game. So the Bishops hung tough, made a nice run at it, cut it to 5 points, but just couldn't get over the hump. Casey's hold on to a nice 66-55 victory.
I think RBC did what they had to do tonight. They withstood a couple runs from Asbury Park, and to their credit, they held on and beat I thought a much improved Asbury Park from the first half.
Well, Asbury's defense in the first half was rather atrocious, giving up 40 points, but Coach Kendall making adjustments at halftime, and the players upping it as far as intensity in the second half. They hold the Cases to 26. If they'd have done that for 2 halves, they probably would have been the winner here tonight, Chuck.
That's right. They did a nice job defensively, and through that good defense, they made a nice showing themselves offensively.
Well, again, 3 next round. St. Rose will be playing Lakewood, and Red Bank Catholic against Neptune. You'll see the winners Monday at Neptune at 6 o'clock live, and the losers before that on TV the next night on TV 34, 7 p.m. So I want to thank everybody for joining us. Thanks to Paul Herman and Chuck Lorenzo providing the color. I'm Greg Capalco. See you next time.